Well, the South African National Blood Service is running out of stock. Now, the organisation says it currently has about 2 days worth of blood in reserves. Now, the service is attributing the shortage to the ongoing university student protest. Students make up about 40% of donations. The current protests have made them inaccessible at institutions of higher learning. Now, Blood Bank is encouraging all regular donors and those who've made a conscious decision to join this cause of saving lives and not to miss out on their next donation date. Now, the South African National Blood Service normally needs to maintain a blood stock level of 5 days at all times by collecting 3,000 units of blood per day to meet the demands of the thousands of patients who are reliant on blood transfusions for their survival. We have the pleasure of welcoming in studio this morning Vanessa Raju, the spokesperson for the SANBS. Vanessa, we have this discussion every year. How are things looking? How does these student strikes affect your donations?
Well, as you know, 40% of the blood we collect are from blood drives held at these institutions as well as schools. With matrics being at prelim exams at the moment, usually we do not have access to high schools as often as we would at the beginning of the year. And with universities going on strikes, it seems the number of blood drives that we're able to have has obviously dropped significantly, which has impacted in the collections that we've had made in the last weeks.
As it stands now, we're not looking good. Where are we standing?
Well, we are under 2 days at the moment, and that is really a critical level. As you mentioned, we need to be at 5 days. So what that really means, at any given time, if you check in with the blood service, we should have enough blood to last us for the next 5 days. And to maintain that, we need to collect 3,000 units of blood every single day, which means we have not been making the 3,000 target in the last week and a half, which has resulted in us having lower than 2 days availability. If we do not increase our collections as of now, it could get worse. We have seen times where we've had like less than half a day of blood available. And the impact of this is obviously great, and the people who feel it the most are obviously the patients and families of patients, and they would understand just how critical this level is. So it's a call to everyone who are donors, those who've missed out on blood donation, especially the students, because we're unable to get to you right now. We're encouraging them to find out where our blood donor centres are. We do host blood drives at shopping malls, at cultural organizations and community centers, to please come through and make that donation.
I guess what everyone does is they get freaked out that they're having blood taken from their body. I mean, quell all the myths about, is it sore? How much blood do you take out at a certain sitting? Because you're obviously looking for new people. I mean, people who donate blood are generally very loyal. They'll continue donating blood. So you possibly need new people to come into the system. What is the process?
Well, funny you say that. The truth is actually loyalty isn't always there. We have regular donors, but there's a very small percentage that are really committed to the cause. We get those who'll donate once a year, and that isn't really enough to become a blood donor. We need you to donate at least 4 times a year. But yes, we are always looking at increasing our blood donor base, because obviously people get ill, they fall off the donor base. When you reach a certain age, we try and steer you away from donating often, or to donate not at all because of your health issues. So encouraging new healthy donors is always a focus for the South African National Blood Service. But more than that, we encourage regular blood donation.
So, I mean, what is it? You'll sit there and a needle will go in, and how much blood will come out?
Okay, I think we should start. The requirements to get there is you have to be between the ages of 16 and 65, weigh a minimum of 50 kilos, be in good health, and live a sexually safe lifestyle. When you get to us, there is a questionnaire you'd have to complete. It looks at your health and your lifestyle. The questions are designed for your safety as the donor, but also the safety of the blood we collect. Based on that, if you are you make through those requirements, we check your iron levels and your blood pressure, and then you're able to donate blood. And we collect at any sitting 480 mLs at a time.
Which is like a sort of bag, 480 mLs,
yes.
so almost half a litre.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And what happens with that blood?
Well, once it's collected, we obviously send it for testing. And what's important to know, every unit of blood gets tested individually. It's irrespective if you're a first-time donor or you're a regular donor. We test for HIV, hepatitis B and C, and syphilis. And those are the key tests that we do to ensure that the blood is safe before it's transfused to patients.
And obviously, you're sticking away from the varsities at the moment. You say you do molds, but you also have permanent offices that people could go to. I guess that's the information you should be giving people right now. Where can people go?
We have 87 fixed donor centres around the country. To contact us and find us where those details are, you can visit our website, which is www.sanbs.org.za, or call our toll-free number, which is 0800 119 031, and we'll be able to assist you not only with the fixed donor sites, but perhaps tell you when we're next in your area with our mobile drive.
We're obviously heading into a difficult part of the year as well, a lot of road accidents over the Christmas period, so it's crunch time now.
Absolutely. From September onwards, we tend to manage our blood stocks almost on a daily basis because the last term is usually difficult at any level at universities and schools because most students are away on study break. So those students are really inaccessible from here on until January. So the pressure really is on encouraging them to get to us, but also corporate drives. We go to many companies who have a large number of staff that we can host a blood drive and collect a significant number of units from them. So we're encouraging them to add us to their calendar, to give us a call. We're happy to fit them in. It is important to know that the number of staff you have will determine whether we can get to you or we'll encourage you to rather come to us.
Of course. Great, that's where we are going to have to leave it. Vanessa, always good chatting to you. I hope in some way where we've contributed to get more people on board for you. That's sanbs.org.za. Just give us that number again.
It's 0800 119 031.
That's right. Okay, so get on there, donate blood. The South African National Blood Service definitely need your help as we're under 2 days worth of supply of blood. Vanessa Raju there from the South African National Blood Service there. So we're kind of trying to do our part in trying to secure a longer supply of blood in the country.